This is an emergency, I beg an urgently. This is a serious case. The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that face.
Here. Alright. I'm gonna put some photo water on these hands. So I take it you done saw the readings, you know the sphere, yada yada yakety smackety.
Yeah.
Alright. So we know this is a two-way reading, right? So you gotta communicate with the spirit, correct?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Alright, what about did you select the audio record button? Yes or no?
I don't think I did.
So do you want it recorded? So because I don't want to come back and be like, I wish I would have recorded better.
Sure, let's record it.
All right. Cut there. Shuffle the others, the clarifying deck. Let's roll with that one. All right. Say your first name for me one time. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes.
All right, let's see what these 10 cards got to say.
Yeah, what?
I said, let's see what these 10 cards got to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got that one. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. Who got you in fear? Like, who got you afraid that you're thinking about somebody, but you like, it's almost like you're afraid to stand up to them. Huh.
Do a lot of things.
Nah, this is a person.
It's a person?
Yeah, it's a person for sure.
It could be a lot of people too.
Okay, let's figure this out together. So we're gonna go with your first house. Your first house is ruled by Aries and is governed by Mars. Your first house represents your ego, your self-esteem, how you see yourself, what you think of yourself, all that good stuff. And in your first house of ego, or how you see yourself, you have the 3 of Earth in the upright position. The way you see yourself as the spirit is telling me you're moving beyond your current circumstances. But again, they are talking about a person, not your lifestyle. They're saying you're moving beyond somebody. You feel you're better than somebody now. So let me just go back. Let me just give you a scenario before I ask you, do you want to clarify? Let's say you've been dealing with this dude for 7-8 years, right? You've been dealing with him. You finally realize, like, you know what, I'm much better than this guy here. You know, you're starting to recognize your worth. So now you're starting to, they're not even saying reach. They say you're starting to venture out to seek more exciting opportunities. You see yourself as a daredevil, as a seeker. You following me?
Yeah.
All right. Now, would you like to ask this card a question?
Well, I find peace where I'm at right now? If I say it.
Spirit, will she find peace where she's at right now if she stays? It says find the blessing in your current situation. I don't get that because you're seeking elsewhere, and rightfully you deserve to be somewhere else, not where you're at. You've been here too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But why are they saying find the? I gotta ask them why are you guys saying find the blessing in your current situation? The blessing in your current situation is the simple fact that you're taking that you don't have to suffer like financially.
Right.
So that's when Spirit telling me you have a choice. You can venture out and try to make it on your own, or you can stay in a comfortable, safe environment. And the environment isn't that safe, you know what I'm saying, if you catching this drift. It's just a comfortable.
If I venture out? If I venture out, it's not safe, or if I stay?
No, they're saying that the situation you're in is not all that safe. Like, it comes with its own perils and dangers. But they're saying you have to make that choice to venture out. But here's the two things that you're up against. They're not going to give you a yes or no definitive answer right now. They just telling me to tell you help you weigh your pros and cons. So you're looking for elsewhere something better, but they say by you venturing out looking for something better, you're going to have to, take the reins by the horn and do you, be you, and not play around. But if you stay, you're gonna stay in a comfortable situation.
Right. Okay.
So this is a real hard chance that you got to do. But your clarifier was find the blessing in your current situation.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's saying stay or go, but they say you cannot, nobody can't make your mind up for you right now. This is a deal you gotta do, and they don't want to do it. They say it's something about by you deciding you'll get more out of the deal. I don't know if people are always making decisions for you, but they say by you deciding this, it'll mean more to you. All right?
Okay.
So now we're going to go into your second house. Your second house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Your second house represents your current economic affairs. Economic affairs don't just mean money. It means prosperity, wealth, house, anything dealing with economics. So it could be community. It just, people focus on money so much till they lose the message in this particular house. But it stands for your current economic affairs. And in your second house of current economic affairs, you have S.U. S.U. is in your current economic affairs. Now, let me tell you this. S.U. is basically saying that you've been hoarding money or you've been saving up. And you've been, like, hiding, wearing a false mask about being needy to somebody. Like, you're lying to somebody, making them feel like they are needed when they are not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say that, so if you got a little friend guy, a little boyfriend, live in, whatever, they be like, baby, you say comforting stuff. I don't know what I'd do without you, but here's the whole thing. You had the whole formula mapped out 10 times before he put his 2 cents in. But you doing that. Now, this spirit is also telling me the reason why you're doing that is because you're still trying to make that decision whether you should stay or go. And you're smart enough and you're strategic enough not to burn your bridge right after you cross or set fire to the bitch and try to run across it at the same time.
Very true. Yep.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
Well, I mean, I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been married for 10 years now, and...
They showed me long term.
Huh?
They showed me long term. question, and I love the way you phrased it. Is this the person she should continue to invest herself in? They said no. They say you need to clear and shield your energy. You see, because when people ask questions, should I stay, should I go, they ask the wrong question. Spirit is not going to tell them to stay or go unless they're in immediate danger. But the way you put that, invest, your energy, invest, because you use an economic affair with an economic word, it makes the reading easier, better. So they say clear and shield your energy. You don't need nobody stopping your money flow. That's basically what this card is saying. You're either going to invest in him or you're going to invest yourself. So guess what? Take a chance, invest in yourself, clear and shield your energy. If he's the thing you feel is blocking your blessing, blocking your funding, blocking your mindset to make more in your economic house, then you know that's the problem. He's the issue. You follow me?
Yeah, no, I totally.
Okay. So now we're going to go to your third house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini and is governed by Mercury. Gemini, this house represents communication, and Gemini is the virtual god of communication. You cannot outthink a Gemini as far as verbiage. They very quick on their feet. I don't know why they told me that, but Geminis are very quick on their feet. And this is something that you're coming across with. Either you're dealing with Geminis all around you, or you are a Gemini yourself, but it's an air sign somewhere in this mix. I want to say Gemini because they keep playing, but it's an air sign somewhere in this mix of communication, because they say the communication came at a change. Like everybody abruptly, it was going right one minute, then it just turned to bitterness, anger, things of that nature. But in your house of communication, you have Yenza, aka Oya, in your house. So she represents swift change, the winds of change. This is verbiage. She controls the winds, the tornadoes, the storm, all that stuff there. So this means that there's been arguing going on. I mean, straight up arguing, and the communication is hitting so deep and so hard and so fast that one or both of you guys don't know how to stop it. Even when you want to turn it off, it's still there.
Well, there's definitely two things. I mean, I'm dealing with a woman at work who's a Gemini, and she was just trouble. She's like an energy vampire, she's saying. And then I have my husband, who I myself can't stop, like not really bickering at him, but I'm just frustrated. And it's really nothing to be bickering or frustrated about, about what he's doing, but I'll find fault in something because I'm frustrated, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, because that's what they showing me. They just showing me, like, it's just so much. Like, you can't turn it off. It's like a spigot. And it's like, damn it, you want to turn it off, but it's like,
Yep.
You need to access.
There's been so much. There's been so many, bad omens around, our marriage. And I honestly feel like there's a lot more going on. You know, he's definitely connected to the spiritual world, and he has a lot of family that is as well.
Mm-hmm.
And back to what you were saying before, that there's something that I'm afraid of or that I can't speak up to, is there's a lot of magic going on that I'm not real savvy about.
Mm-hmm.
But I recognize it, I see it, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to protect myself from it.
Well, let me tell you what Spirit just said. So, what it is the magic that's going around. These people are targeting you direct, because they're targeting you. They're saying something with a cow, a bull, or a hoof. Something with a hoof animal. Something that has a hoof, not a pig. It's a beef style horse hoof cow. Anyway, they're trampling on you.
Mhm.
They got it. They got you. They got your name planted somewhere where they can trample. Does any of these people like know people with a farm or with a goat or animal, something along those lines?
Possibly. I've never met a lot of his family members, but a lot of them live in Louisiana. Like, yeah, a lot of them live in Louisiana. He's never wanted to go visit them. So, and he is afraid of one of them himself, because he's saying that she's like very strong and powerful in what she does. And, there's been so many bad moments going around that I don't know exactly what.
Let me tell you what's going on. Spirit can see through a lot of stuff, and I had to bless this card of communication for you, so I can see what was going on. And so the person ask your husband, get past your anger, and ask your husband this. So I cleared the energy so you can see and literally ask him a question. Ask him which relative lives that has a farm style. They either grow their own food, they either have horses or something along those lines, because this is where you're being hung up or stepped on by a clothed animal. This is why you feel so under pressure, because these people have your essence, your name, something next to a horse staple in a cow pasture where horses can step on them. They saying clothed who goats, anything farm animal. Just find out, please find out, and text me and email me and let me know. Like Barony, right? His auntie does it, and the one that does that, that's the one who's doing this to you. They got you so agitated because you're not supposed to be so agitated. It's the reason they want you to leave this man. Is he the golden boy? They keep showing me like people kiss his ass.
Yeah, his only son.
He's the only son?
And his sister is a lot older than him. And when we first got together, she didn't want anything to do with me, And she was like, she pretty much was like, that's my son, not even her brother. Like, she was just like, very, and she plays with, not plays with, but she practices magic as well.
Yeah, and listen to me. That's the one who done clip your ass. That's the one who done clipped, because they say that you got the golden boy. Because it's a lot of people bound down to this dude. Like, he's a spoiled fucking brat.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Will I be able to protect my own energy?
They keep saying dance. What's up with dancing in you? Will she be able to protect her own energy? Where the baby at?
Oh my God, I've been doing everything. I want a baby so bad.
Now, the only way you can break this if you get pregnant by him. If you get pregnant by him, they will stop fucking with you. That's the only way you can protect your energy, because you asked the question, how can you protect yourself? It says fertility. Spirit just said a baby. Like, you have to get pregnant. You have to prove that you're worthy of him. It's like this fucking family is horrible. It's like,
I know.
I'm seeing these people. It's
I'm
like,
not even front. Like, they're really,
yeah.
There's a lot of bad news, and it's been generations of this.
Yeah. You ain't shit to nobody and to them unless you like have a baby. They like that. Like, oh, if you wasn't have a baby, then they'll have no choice but to accept you. So that's the only way you're gonna protect your energy. So if you can't have it naturally and you want to be with this man, in vitro fertilization.
Okay.
But that's the only way you're gonna protect. You're either gonna leave this man or you're gonna keep on going through what you're going through. But he's a spoiled little brat. His sister did this shit to you. She took you to the farm or to somewhere up there where somebody has a farm, and your ass is being trampled on to make you angry to fuck up. Done deal. That's what they show. Now, again, what's up with this dancing?
TV and I'll just start dancing.
Well, that's what they just showed me. They were like the way you combat magic. Your form of magic, I kid you not, I don't know why you're not so heavy into it like you should, but your form of magic is interpretive motion. So I'm finna break your veil for you right quick. Okay?
Okay.
Now, when you do a spell, when you burn a candle, you do a spell, you do anything, I need for you to dance around in a circle to any song you feel related to the spell you're doing. Because you're going to have to start fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
So when you dance, that's your thing. It's something, your spell goes, your magic is more of a music set to motion. So poetry, rap, song, dance, you like a charm caster, spell caster, charm caster, spell caster, and you got to do the corresponding movements. They said some move like the TV show Sailor Moon. You have to do those type of movements with your hands in that devil horn thing move, like everybody call it. But yeah, you could combat this, but you have to constantly be on the move. You have to constantly be on the move, and you have to over chant them. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
You following me on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we finna go into your fourth house. Your fourth house is ruled by Cancer and is governed by the moon. Your fourth house represent your actual house and home, your four walls that you're in. Your fourth house can also represent the three closest people you will allow to stay in your house, or like I call family. And in your fourth house, you have the 10 of water in the upright position. Having the 10 of water in the upright position says you know you've grown cold. You've grown cold. Like when I say cold, you're growing cold because you're barely surviving. You're barely breathing. And you was like, the less emotion I show, the more I can move around. Like being stuck in an elevator and the oxygen running out. So you saying if I breathe shallow breath, slow, I won't suffocate so fast. That's what you're doing inside your home. Am I making any sense? Say what? No crying. No crying, please. I understand this is emotional. You can cry though. When I say no crying, I'm not saying don't cry. But I understand where you're going from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Darling, this is by design. I want you to be a little stronger than this, okay? So let me do you have any metaphysical stores around you?
Do I have any metaphysical what?
Metaphysical stores around you, like spiritual stores where you can buy some crystals and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've done crystals. Yeah, I've done the crystals and all that stuff.
So what I'm gonna need for you to go do is get you some citrine. I'm gonna need for you to go get you some citrine and some what's the green one they're showing me? Malachite.
Malachite, okay.
Citrine and malachite, because right now what you need for your emotions to be shown. You need courage and for your emotion to be shown. So you need citrine and malachite. Go get that. You won't shed too many more tears after that, okay?
Okay.
That's a combat cocktail, by the way. I'm giving you a combat cocktail. In the crystal world, that's a combat cocktail. And if you add amethyst with it, boy, you become a warrior. So I don't think you need to add amethyst with those 3 crystals, but quartz. But that's what you need to get: citrine, malachite, and if you feeling real sassy, you gonna get you some amethyst to go with them. Keep them together in your pocket, in your hand, wear them as a jewelry, and trust me, you'll become you become a walking war machine. Would you like to ask this card a question concerning the suffocation in the home?
Will I be able to breathe fully again?
Will she be able to breathe fully again? Will she be able to breathe fully again? Will she be able to breathe fully again? Mother, wife, sister, daughter. You have to take control of this situation. You have to, mother, wife, sister, daughter. You will be able to breathe again, but only if you decide to be the wife. Take control of the situation. It's easy to run. It's easy to run. Keep, the spirit is saying this is by design. Understand, you are annoyed with your husband out of design. Should you leave your husband? If you can't get this hatred out your heart, this agony, this agonization out your heart, by all means, get out of Dodge, because don't be nowhere you're not happy. But if you want to take control, remember I told you spirit say you have a choice. They can't tell you to leave or go, but you have a choice. And you got, would you ever be able to breathe again? You got mother, wife, sister, daughter. This means you have to step the fuck up. If you love him, step up and make it known you love him. Do all you can to get that baby so these motherfuckers could back up and you can be a borderline. And that's just a little phrase I like to say. You ain't no borderline when something ain't your business. When you're in somebody else's family business, I say you ain't no. I always say I ain't no borderline, so I ain't in it. And that's dealing from the show called Queen Sugar. But yeah, you watch it.
No.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I say I ain't no borderline. Them people got issues. But in order for you to be part of the borderline, to be a borderline of your own design, you have to step up. And when you're a borderline, you're in the family. If you get a baby by this man, you're in the family. They leave you alone. But in order for you to breathe good in his house, you have to take control. And you have to show him that you're there for him. And you need to tell him, stop being a damn mama's boy.
Right.
He needs to understand wife rules. He don't understand that yet because he still got his sister and his aunties and everybody else to go to.
Right.
So did you understand that card? Will you ever be able to breathe again? What did that card say? The spirit is saying reiterate it.
I need to step up and basically let my husband know that I do care for him and that I should be put first.
Mm-hmm.
And that he needs to know his priorities, basically.
So now, I want you to be a lot more fucking tactful when you talk to this man. Keep in mind, he got people kissing his ass and worshiping his feet. He can do no wrong. He's the golden boy. So now this is when your this is what spirit wanted me to relate. This is when your femininity and the strongest creature in the known universe is a female energy. This is where you need to get into your realm of manipulation. Don't just say you need to put me first, because then he'll say, what about me? I do this, I do that. Now it becomes a pissing contest of who's on bigger, right?
Right.
So you approach him in these terms. Sweetie, I love you and I'll do anything for you. Apologize. I'm sorry. I'm just so frustrated with all what's going on. I love you. I want to have your baby. I just need to know that you're going to be here for me. You turn it back on him. You make him the person that needs to prove his love, because you already made up in your mind you're gonna stay with this guy. You're gonna do what you can. You're just frustrated. You put the ball in his court. I want to have your baby. I want to be with you forever. Yada yada yada. I just need you. Now the golden boy feel like, okay, somebody needs me, and then you get it. So, but don't mention that. Oh, you need to put me first, because then you get into a shouting match. Okay. All right, moving to your fifth house. Your fifth house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Your fifth house represent your sex life, your entertainment, and your luck. And in this house right here, this is a house where we all get our strength from. I get mine. You know, your mom, your husband, everybody get yours. Even that horse that's stepping on your ass on that farm gets their strength from the fifth house. That was a joke, because I don't want you to forget that part of this reading.
Trust me, I'm not.
Okay. So in this house you have the earth element in the upright position. Having the earth element in your fifth house of sex, entertainment, and luck. This tells me that you feel like you need to start pulling the strings. It also means that you're holding back sex.
You said I'm holding back?
Yep.
That's true.
You're grounding yourself. It says that you're holding back on sex. You're holding back on even going out to dinner, talking to him. Even when he offers you, he does nice gestures, and you like, I don't want it.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Let me ask you a question, and I'm finna be 100% the Baron at this moment. Where and how will you make it in a comfortable setting if you leave?
You said where in the house?
No, where and how. Two parts. Where will you go to be comfortable if you leave? And how in the hell will you be comfortable if you leave?
I have no idea. That's what happened. Yeah.
So then how about you look at changing the attitude and make sure you do everything you can to make your marriage last and work and stay in that household until you can't do it no more. Because he's not a bad guy. He's just a spoiled fucking brat.
Yeah.
And next time he offer you some fish, eat the damn fish. So when is it? Yeah, that's funny, right? You didn't think I saw that, right?
I ate most of it.
You ate most of it. You pecked on it, okay?
Yeah. I'm a pescatarian, so there's not a lot that I can eat. And he made dinner for me once, and it was horrible, but I tried to eat most of it.
You hurt his feelings. So I see him looking at the fish like, whoa. So next time he make you fish, eat the damn fish. I be seeing stuff. Y'all don't know, man. This spiritual gift is real. I be seeing stuff. All right.
You learn how to marinate.
Yeah, you need to let it sit a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I did. Put a little seasoning on that.
So, would you like to ask that card a question in your fifth house?
Will we have more sex? Because, damn, I ain't having that much sex.
Spirit, will she get it some more with the explain? Know what, Spirit? Spirit, what do she gotta do to increase the activity in her bedroom? Listen, when he sit up there and yell, and he's been real blunt about it. When he sit up there and like, baby, look at this here in the bed, and ain't nothing in the bed, that's him slick way like trying to get some. So do it. Just listen. He gonna do crazy stuff. Even if you like walk in there and he at there acting funny, turning on the light, making a lot of noise while you're trying to go to sleep, rustling the sheets. Just act like you're getting up, tripping, fall on him, and start kissing on like, ooh, where you come from, and play with him. You're gonna just they just need to be played with. He want to be played with a little bit, you know.
Okay.
So just listen to him. He's speaking to you like he wants to touch you, but he's speaking a language of action. Keep in mind, your power comes from dance and music and spell casting. So his spirit knows this. So all the little slight shit that he's doing, this is just dance that you need to interpret.
Okay.
Listen. So just listen. Spirit say you'll understand this. Listen to the movements. Crazy, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to go to your sixth house. Your sixth house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Your sixth house represents future economic affairs. Your sixth house. Your sixth house is in your sixth house you have the salamander upside down. This is telling me that you really need to get off your soapbox. You got to get off your soapbox because you're not financially stable to go somewhere. You've been saving a little money. You've been hoarding a little change. You've been acting like you poor and shit. But get off your soapbox, okay? Stop trying so hard to get out of this situation because this is a man-made design for you. This is not the fates, the spirits, or karma coming. This is man-made. So before you get on your soapbox and stand on this rock and start breathing all this damn fire and yelling that you King Kong Jr.ette, just take a step, get down off the rock, and be a little softer, okay? You owe your marriage a chance, okay? This is by design. I'm gonna say this again. You're frustrated by design. Remember the bitch who put you in the shed on the ground with the horse so they could trample on you, okay? This is by design. Would you like to ask this card a question?
Yeah. I've been waiting for an investment that will pretty much change like the whole trajectory of my life and finances and my whole lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Will I gain this financial blessing, or is it something I need to let go of?
Will she gain the financial blessing from her investment? It says retreat into nature. There's something you're missing from the investment. They're saying you need to take a step back. They say you're thinking too much with your heart and not with your head. You got to retreat into nature and you got to really look because you got the green man. I don't know what this means, the green man. I don't know if this has something to do with pot or growing something, a farm. I don't know, but they're saying you're thinking too much with your heart. But you need to take a step back and look at it as a logical sense. Ask this question on a logical sense. So what did you invest in? A forest? I'm just joking. You invested in something that you need to take a retreat into nature. So that means you got to take a step back and re-look at everything. But they're saying you're thinking too much with your heart. You need to come at this very logically.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to get into your seventh house. Your seventh house is ruled by Libra and is governed by Venus. Your seventh house represents your relationship, marriage, the couple, dating, all that good stuff, romance, all that good stuff. And in your seventh house, you have the couples in the you have the couples in the upright position. You and your husband is going to be okay. This is the one time that they say when he leaves the house for 12 hours, This is the one time when you're home and he's gone and you know he's gonna be gone. This is when you light you a pink candle and you put his DNA in it and your DNA in it, and you dance your ass off while that candle lit. I mean, you put on some music and you dance and you work up a sweat and you tell the spirits to fix your marriage, fix your attitude, fix his mindset. The thing is, you have an attitude and he has a mindset. So you gotta ask spirit while you dance around that love candle to fix your attitude and to fix his mindset. You guys will be okay because the universe is telling you guys y'all good together. They put you together for a reason.
Yeah.
This is by design. I'm gonna reiterate this. This issue that you guys are having is by design.
I believe that. Cool.
All right. So, but this is your 7th house, so you have to ask for a clarifier.
Okay. Before I ask the clarifier though, when you said I need to put mindful DNA in it, what does that mean?
Take a piece of his hair and a piece of your hair, put it in there, and join y'all together while that candle burn.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Will I be able to bear children?
Is it in the cards for her to have his children? Is it in the cards for her to have his children? Choose peace. What? Is it in the cards for her to have his children? Go now. Is it in the cards for her to have his children? It says, see the other person's point of view. Has he been tested?
Like what do you mean? Like for a sperm count or something?
Yeah.
A long time ago. Like a long time ago. Not recently.
You guys.
We just started.
It says choose peace. So somebody can't have children. Like literally, somebody is blocked on having children. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't be the woman, it be the man. Low sperm count, etc. So it says choose peace. That means an issue gonna come up behind this. Choose peace. Y'all gonna have to come to some sort of understanding. The next card says go now. They're telling me to tell you to get your ass to an in vitro fertilization clinic to get some tests done. Again, one of you guys can't have children.
Okay.
But in vitro fertilization can assist with that. The third card is, are you going to be able to have his children? It says, see the other person's point of view. You got choose peace, see the other person's point of view. I'm gonna put go now away because that's a doctor visit. So choose peace and see the other person's point of view. There's a complication with one of you guys. And you got to get to the hospital, to the in vitro fertilization clinic, go now to figure this out. But to answer your question, there is a strong possibility that the only way you guys are going to be able to have children if a medical doctor get involved. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to go up into your 8th house. Your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and is governed by Mars and Pluto. Your 8th house represents your subconscious mind, what you think about all the time. You know what they say, what we think about, we manifest. And in your 8th house of subconscious mind, you have the Ace of Fire in the upside down position. Remember at the beginning of the reading, I say, this is the card that stood out. I say that somebody is afraid to speak up. Somebody is afraid to, they want to say something to somebody, but they're afraid to. It wasn't about you leaving. It was about you wanting to ask him, is he okay down there? But you don't want to insult him or piss him off.
That makes sense, yeah.
Get your ass to the in vitro fertilization clinic, take the test and see what's going on. but Spirit is saying you have to be a little more courageous. You strong enough to talk shit to him and salt him with that fish. You really got to get a little more courage. That he really didn't like that. You need to really apologize to him one day about that fish. Make a joke about it, but he didn't like that. That hurt him.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to get a little more courage in your mind. Like you need to just when you want to say something, you need to say it, but you need to be tactful when you say things. That's it.
Okay, be more tactful.
Very, very tactful, ma'am. All right. So, would you like to ask that card a question?
No, I'm good.
All right. So now we're gonna go up into your ninth house. Your ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius, and is governed by Jupiter. Your ninth house represent, your future, your reality, what will come. I like to say all this represent a gain, and in this house right here, you have the Ten of Fire in the upright position. Having the Ten of Fire in the upright position, meaning that they telling me that you're gonna gain, respect. They say a healthy fear of losing him. Something is going to change between you guys that you're gonna realize, like, I don't want to leave him. I don't know what's the change, what's the wind is gonna change, but you're gonna gain a healthy, loving respect for this man again. It's like you guys are gonna be seeing stuff in a new light with each other, and your guys gonna come out of something. But there's a healthy respect for that you're gonna gain for him, because you're gonna be like, I don't want to ruin this, fuck this up. I don't know if somebody finna come into a lot of money to where you both got something to lose, or you guys just gonna get reinvigorated with love, but no way in hell is you gonna lose this situation. Maybe that baby do come, and you're gonna say, I'm not finna just have a baby daddy,
Yeah.
Maybe them borderlines leave you the fuck alone. So for real, so would you like to ask that card a question?
No.
Alright. So now we're gonna go up into your 10th house. Your 10th house is ruled by Capricorn and is governed by Saturn. Your 10th house represent, how everybody is gonna see you. Your social standing. And in your 10th house of social standing, you have the air element in the upside down position. Having the air element in the upside down position, meaning that everybody's gonna see you as somebody who's not gonna argue with them no more. So all the shit talking you were doing with his family, you cut that shit out. Now they're worried. Why she not talking to us? Why she not being snooty to us? Why I'm not seeing an attitude from her? Everybody's looking like, damn, the air element upside down. That means that you're gonna have to hush mouth. This is how people gonna see you, as somebody who's either holding secrets or just holding your ground and ignoring. They saying ignoring. You're gonna start ignoring a lot of people.
Okay. I can see that.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
Will I gain positive results from ignoring people, I guess, or ignoring situations?
Let's rephrase that question. Ask that question again. Spirit saying that was too vague. Ask that again.
Will I gain personal power by ignoring my sister-in-law?
Will she gain personal power from ignoring her sister-in-law? They said They saying that you're gonna be saying the serenity now, serenity now. They say you're gonna gain personal power because you're gonna have to meditate and you're gonna have to put a lot of focus in ignoring this old bitch.
Yeah.
They told you, they spirit straight up say you just gotta woosah and meditate a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, so that completes your 10 card reading. How do you feel? Did you get the value and everything you needed?
Yeah, I did. I got a lot of insight on what I need to do, and things are made more clear what's going on with this. So, yeah, it's all a lot better.
Good, I'm happy. And remember, what gemstones are you gonna go get?
I'm gonna get citrine, malachite, and if I'm feeling sloppy, I'm gonna get amethyst.
That's right. If you get amethyst and you combine amethyst with citrine, malachite, you become a psychic war machine. You become able to read and predict people's emotions and mindset. But what's your, now spirit is saying, I need to reiterate, it's something about you that they spirit like. So what's your magical ability? What's your power? They just told you.
Dancing.
Dancing, that's right.
And creating spells with movement.
That's right. Your song and dance. So in the world of magic, you are a spellcaster.
That's dope.
I'm just, some people got to be told what their power are, and that's what Spirit wanted me to tell you. It's time for you to fight fire with fire. If these people is trampling on you and your marriage, it's time for you to start working that energy up to send a wave of energy back at their ass. When you ask the gods and the spirits to do your work for you, you dance up, you work it up, just like exercising. Work up a big ass sweat. And then you store that energy up. And when you keep doing it a couple times, you spell cast that shit back over to their ass. You do your spell and you dance on that bitch and you get focused and you send that shit over there to knock them off their pedestal. Alright?
I will.
Alright. So thank you for allowing the Baron to record and for trusting me with this reading. It was good. I like it.
Right.
That was a great read, y'all. She gonna get her power back. Again, you guys know, if y'all in the Alchemist community, the Baron's spiritual Alchemist community, drop a comment below, encouraging her, strengthening her. This is somebody that's just a little frustrated with their marriage because it's due to design. Somebody placed something in between their marriage, and she don't want to go nowhere. She shouldn't go nowhere. Just that nasty people do nasty things to people, and this her husband happened to be an only child. So drop some comments below encouraging her, and only thing I can say, trust the universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Take care now.